Hello, this is Bob Hamilton from OnlineAuctionsMadeSimple.net. I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about one of the dilemmas that a lot of us who actually sell physical inventory, that we inventory ourselves and ship ourselves. I think no matter who you are, at some point there's going to be a situation where you've got some inventory and it just won't sell on eBay. And it might be a situation where you bought a mixed lot of things and then part of the inventory that came in it doesn't sell. It might be a situation where you bought a closeout deal, all sales were final, the merchandise arrives and it just doesn't meet your quality expectations. It could just be the market has moved to a new area and there you sit, you've got some inventory left. And eBay is a great marketplace, and one of the things I really appreciate about eBay is that almost anything will sell. So if it's not selling, there's something wrong with the product. So what I wanted to do is take a minute and what are you going to do? So after running 3 or 4 attempts to sell and you've got a quantity left, it's time to start looking for other options. And I want to share one of the things we did that really, it was a win for everybody, and it allowed us to recover, in most cases, all of our cost. In a few cases, we were willing to discount a little bit lower because we just plain wanted to move the inventory. But the main message is, the thing you don't want to do, like so many of us do, is just leave it in a pile in the corner of your stock room, or in our case it was our garage, and expect something to happen miraculously. All that's going to happen is it becomes worth less, it collects dust, and you haven't got the money that you could have if you did something with that merchandise to turn it back into money so you could buy something that would sell. So it's important, part of managing your inventory is turning inventory that's obsolete and isn't selling well on eBay. Now, the thing that worked for us, and again it took a while, it took a little bit of phone calls, a little bit of driving around talking to people, but what I decided I was going to do, we were pretty high volume, so we had a lot of merchandise coming and going, and I went in and started talking to owners of closeout and discount stores. And what I offered them was my merchandise that didn't sell. So they knew exactly what they were getting. And what I offered them, in order to make it easier for them, in most cases I was willing to deliver it. And the exchange was, it was cash on the barrel hit. I delivered, they gave me cash, so that I was able to walk away ready to go and buy something else that I was going to sell. So what we ended up doing is, all I would do is we would collect it until it was worth my time and trouble to go make the delivery. Then I would call ahead and just let them know I've got X number of this, X number of that, and I'm ready to bring in a small shipment for you. And we'd schedule a day for that, and I would just stop by on that day and deliver it. So it was very easy to do, it was very painless. But the important thing to us was it turned that obsolete inventory that was just sitting in the corner into cash, so we could reinvest, buy things that were going to make money for us on eBay, and keep our business going. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is, there may be situations where you're not a high volume and you've still got a few items that you just don't know what to do. And there are 3 things I wanted to suggest to you. One, and something we've done, actually every business we've ever owned, donate to charity. It's a tax deductible thing for you, and on the other end, and I guess my disclaimer has to be, check with your accountant to be sure I am not an accountant. The other thing, you're doing good, and so that's a great use for products like that, and so I would encourage you to consider charity as an option. Another thing you can do is, instead of selling one at a time on eBay, a lot of times by pulling those items together and selling them as a larger lot, you'll find you'll be able to sell them on eBay. Now, just like eBay, another great place, and advertising is free, is Craigslist. We've seen a lot of people moving to Craigslist for both buying and selling of merchandise that is associated with eBay one way or the other. Something you can do in some cases is you can pull those together and you might be able to make a trade with someone. Your merchandise for something that they have that would be a product that you'd be interested in. So the other thing is, consider making a trade. So you have a lot of options. You don't just have to use the discount idea that I'm giving you. But the important thing is, don't let it sit in the corner. Don't let it collect dust. Don't let it lose even more value while you're waiting to make a decision what to do with it. Typically, when something isn't selling, unless it's a seasonal product, it's not going to sell tomorrow either. So you're better off turning it into cash and move on. That's your eBay tip for today. This is Bob Hamilton from Online Auctions, MadeSimple.net. We'll see you later.